Oooh. All right. What's up, people? How y'all doing out there? Like I said, this is the CEO, COO of all my own companies, billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry. Website worth almost 2 G's. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. In the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit. I said over 2,000. You know, royalties. There we go. I just gave me a peace sign, like a thumbs up. It's all good stuff, man. The people in person are showing love, right? Not everybody is the same. But today, right? Yes, told on themselves. We're going to get into it right here in a minute. So guess who told on see the future. So I was spot on everything I said, right? I told you I'm omnipotent. I told you I'm literally sit at the right hand throne of God. Nothing gets past me. So TJ, first of all, if you're looking for a reaction, response, nah, I'm good, brother. Y'all don't do it for me like that. So he went to my Cash App and he made an illegal statement using troll rhetoric, which means that he just indicted himself on federal charges. That's what that means. So, like I said, they're jumping out the box. These are random people. He just proved that there's a connection between the internet, people with just red triangles, and that they've been contacting all these different organizations and jobs. Right, right there. You just gave me the proof that I need sufficient proof for court because you used the same fake name that's not my name, the terminology troll rhetoric, right? So you've been in touch with these people, right? Right, with a conspiracy against me that literally they're paying people off to go against me and try to hold me back or whatever, or play with my money somehow or whatever, right? Which they haven't really been able to do, right? And again, I believe it all allegedly stems from Carly Fiorina, my aunt, right? So, like I said, I mean, it's all right there, plain as day, man. I mean, when you've got these trolls on here, and that's the first thing they bring up. Oh, I remember you. Oh, and they say Carly Fiorina. Okay, then you must know something I don't know. Y'all telling on yourselves, bro. It don't work like that, man. Like I said, Carly Fiorina is allegedly looking at a lot of prison time because, like I said, I knew that she was basically following me around my whole life, right? And she was paying these people off to do things towards me and to put me through extremely serious situations. I mean, no, bro. What I survived was impossible, and all that comes from Carly Fiorina. I know that for a fact, but I'll say allegedly, right? So this dude is so slow. He just jumped out the box and told on himself. Now, when Christina and I get married and I have access to the lawyer for like 30 something plus years, 31 plus years, right? I'll have to have the lawyer. They're going to have to conduct a full investigation now. Now I need all documents, all records. Now I have to see and look at everything because I need to know who's who and how many people were a part of this. This conspiracy, he just proved it. So that means I can't even work jobs like I told y'all. They've taken that means you've completely violated. Look at that nonsense. Nobody wants to hear that. So again, don't ever interrupt me while I'm talking. So again, literally, they violated my civil rights, right? That's why timing is important because they do all this stuff on purpose because this is the Matrix moving, right? And God is moving too, and y'all ain't got nothing for God. That stuff is corny, man. Stop doing that. Real talk. It's weak. So like I said, homeboy just told on himself. He just got all those people that work at those places federally indicted. They're on federal charges. It's guaranteed. There's no way around it. The agencies need to do their job. They should have been investigated this. Like I said, that's not just conspiracy across state lines, felonies across state lines, collusion across state lines, conspiracy to commit what towards me, right? And these people think it's a game and go to Cash App and say troll rhetoric. It doesn't do anything for me, brother. You get no reaction. It's just, I'm going to talk about what you're doing. And that's it. We take it to court. You feel me? So now, all those people that you worked with and around, who, like I said, I have concrete proof that they were sending people, members of illegal organizations, right? And they were sending them to gang stalk me. That's some coward stuff, right? Weren't you sitting there making claims? Wasn't that dude making claims saying that he was the cartel and blah, blah, blah? Well, if he was the cartel, the guy who was the cartel got sunned, screamed on, and told what it was to his face, and he backed down and got on the phone. So I told y'all I shut down cartel operations in my sleep. I told you the cartel got nothing from me. Been calling them out for decades, and they're soft as it gets. And that's reality. That's the world we live in. And I'm right here on the block. You feel me? That's the reality. These people are all the same. They're all cowards. And I told you, they support their oppressor. They support these agencies and try to make stories up out of proportion to paint that they're tough. None of you are tough. Y'all are eating off of an illegal system, and I'm going to make sure I shut it all down by myself single-handedly, because can't nobody else do it. Ain't nobody else going to do nothing. You feel me? Yeah, he just told on himself. He just indicted all of them. All of them. You got whole bars, bro. I'm talking about whole bars. He just indicted half of 6th Street. This is how slow y'all are. Y'all think this is a game. I already got the screenshot. That's all I needed, the documentation. Right there that shows collusion and conspiracy. You're using the same rhetoric intentionally. And what you're saying doesn't even have existence. What are you talking about? Like what? Ain't making no sense. Just talking, saying stuff that's not there. Hey, just say the truth, brother. You're upset because I'm Batman and I'm the real deal. And like I said, that's why I called people out to their face when I was there, right? And got in the mix, got into it with whoever and told them all what time it was in reality. Right, because y'all really be hating behind people's backs. Who play like that? I don't know no grown adult woman or man that would put up with that. Like I said, it shows how cold and sick and disgusting this society and system is. And it again proves the truth that I've stated this entire time. That's why all those so-called women continue to entertain nonsense and fake stereotypes, because they're against me. They're against God's creation. It is all in spite of me. Remember that. All you're doing is proving my point, brother. I'm the Messiah. I got sent to this world to rescue people, save lives, and to expose your corruption and the truth of how all of you believe in the devil and you go against God. You understand? And 100% you're all going to regret it. Don't ever go against God. You understand me? So I don't know what you think that you're doing. I don't know why you would think that's an angle. I don't know why you would think that that's going to give you leverage, or I'm going to say something wrong. I can say whatever I want. I'm standing for righteousness by myself against the whole world. All of y'all are wrong. None of you do your job. Everything you talk about is fake, right? And he just told on himself. I love it. Please keep bringing the compliments. That is awesome, bro. I love it. Real talk. If you got everyone against you, then how powerful have you become? Guess who told me that? God. You were hilarious, bro. Sit there and just indicted half of 6th Street. All of them going to prison. It's that simple. You can't do that, brother. See, you're doing things that are against the law that you just can't do. Nope. All I got to do is get this federal lawsuit filed and have all the subpoenas sent out, and all y'all got to come for it. FinAct has nobody but none. Nobody helps. They can't. They're all powerless, right? To court, take it to Supreme Court. Like, dude, you're talking about a man that got targeted by whole blocks. Yeah, I got targeted in jail. They put a kite out on me in jail. I told you this is a vast conspiracy. This conspiracy is comprised of people in all these different counties. So who's to say that means all the agencies are corrupt? Like I stated, they've all worked together against one man. I'm Batman, boy. Like I said, yeah, so miss me with your fake talk, because y'all know what it is. So when you got the whole society against you, yeah, you can't do that. It's just that simple. I have human rights. I'm like everybody else. Why are you trying to treat me differently? Like, what is that? What's so different about me? There was nothing different about me. See, that's where they're wrong. No, I'm just a human being. What's different is I just think for myself, and I'm actually human. People don't act human. You have no humanity. So why would you get on a camera? One of them, the 300-pound tuna, said, I'm a human being. No, you're not. Human beings don't go back and forth to jail and be content and satisfied with never living life. Human beings don't keep talking about disgusting acts and saying things that are, number one, against the law, number two, inhumane and disgusting, and number three, against the law of that network. Why doesn't this network apply the rules that they claim they're supposed to enforce, do their job, and get your channel removed? Makes no sense. No, like I said, this all stems into these corporations, right? These corporations are who's been pulling the strings, right, of all these puppets doing this stuff. And like I said, they targeted me since day one. That's why all of them have some little slick stuff to say. And I'm going to tell you right now, Don't keep that slick stuff in front of me because I'm not putting up with it for nobody. I don't want to hear no slick lines, no slick talk. No. I'm going to be smart in my decisions, but I'm not tolerating it. They already know. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody keeps their distance with me. They know what it is. So, like I said, we're on high alert now. Now we understand exactly what's going on. He just told on the whole ball. I knew it. That's why I stood up to everyone. I told you. I already knew, bro. I already knew that all y'all making dirty money, illegal money, right? You're selling illegal stuff, right? And you're sitting there leaning off of it, and you're so slow. You just told on yourself. Real smart. Is that why people were getting arrested in front of your bar? That's not a real establishment, huh? Yeah, and you was sitting there. Wow, don't take him to jail. They said, look what he just did. What? Y'all are slow, bro. Yeah, you're a fake criminal at that. Y'all ain't even real thugs. What are you talking about? I own my own boxing league. Everything you're saying is about you, bro. What? I don't get it. But see, that's what they do. They try to talk backwards because they're telling them what to say because they think if they talk backwards and fake talk, it's going to elicit a response and they can try to turn the situation around. That makes no sense, dude. What? I don't even entertain talking. We don't need to talk. I don't need to respond to things that don't exist. What is that? Have fun with that. He gets nothing. Great rock method. Like I said, it's the weirdest game I've ever seen, right? I want y'all to pay attention. This is someone from reality, right? Who just told on themselves today, waited this entire time. And like I said, you were trying to whatever elude or get me to go up to Austin, right? Which I'll go to Austin anytime I want. But you wanted me to go to Austin, and he said, "Oh, you can stay in this hotel room with me and whatever." Like I said, secret enemy. So now he knows that I knew the truth. I knew the truth the whole time, brother. I knew the truth when I was right in front of your face, bro. What? Because you's a coward. You feel me? You ain't nothing. Feel me? And everything you say and every name that you use is about you, buddy. Right. So, like I said, that's why. And guess what? He repped the same thing. He claimed affiliation to cartel. So, how do bars on 6th Street have affiliation to cartel? Are we going to start waking up now? Huh? What? So, all y'all work for the cartel? Well, golly, all y'all soft. So, what is the cartel? Soft. Like I said, yeah, quit running your mouth, boy. You feel me? Matter of fact, keep running your mouth because I'm going to keep on exposing every single individual. That's why that one chick had that weird energy. She had like a weird energy for no reason that one day. Now I know why. Because they got secrets they got to cover up. Right, you're corrupt and you're a joke. And all your relationships that y'all are in are fake. Your whole lifestyle is fake. What a joke. Ha ha. You just made my day, boy. All y'all, yeah. And I knew they was fake. I've been knowing that. You could tell by looking at them. All the so-called women are fake. Imagine a society where you don't have women, you have actual calm puppets who have to ask permission what to do and what to say. Not like robots, you know, spirit in you. That ain't women. Who wants that? Who wants a robot? That's why they all are like literally like empty. You feel me? Like I said, we're gonna keep winning. I'll be right back.